EU civil war. Vaccine row erupts amid battle to replace Merkel, EU states turn on Berlin. Brussels has been sucked into a bitter civil war over the slow rollout of coronavirus vaccines in Germany, insiders have claimed. Campaigning politicians vying to replace German Chancellor Angela Merkel have attacked the botched EU COVID jabs program, amid concerns it is lagging behind Britain, the United States and Israel. They're engaged in a furious blame game over why Germany is not moving faster, despite building up a system capable of mass vaccination. And EU insiders have claimed the bitter infighting over the vaccine scheme across Germany has plunged decision-making processes in Brussels into a state of disarray. Bavarian State Premier Markus Söder, one of the leading candidates to replace Mrs. Merkel, claimed that EU's vaccine scheme had been disappointing and accompanied by many misjudgments. Finance Minister Olaf Scholz said the European Commission had bungled the rollout because of mixed priorities. He said, "If the Commission had asked us for more funding, we would have sent additional money to the EU." Ursula von der Leyen, the German president of the European Commission, has taken responsibility for the slow rates of vaccination across the bloc. She has claimed bureaucrats were too slow to sign contracts with vaccine manufacturers and eventually became embroiled in a row with UK-based AstraZeneca after the firm had to reduce its shipment to member states because of production hiccups. But Mrs. von der Leyen, who is a member of Mrs. Merkel's CDU, has defended the delays, insisting the bloc's future depended on a more cautious approach. As Germany's leadership contest hots up, Mr. Söder has turned on Health Minister Jens Spahn, who is also in the race, for backing the EU's shambolic scheme. Mr. Spahn has been supportive of Brussels' centralized approach to vaccine procurement from the start. He also was one of the most senior voices calling for an export ban on vaccines being shipped away from the bloc. Mrs. von der Leyen eventually announced plans for an export transparency mechanism that would allow bureaucrats to stop firms from sending jabs abroad. But the move sparked a diplomatic row after the Commission threatened a hard border on Ireland to stop vaccines leaking into Britain via the back door. Mrs. von der Leyen made a drastic U-turn on the policy after complaints from Dublin, Belfast and the Westminster government.